Good morning, everyone. Welcome into another episode of Devereaux Sports. This is the Gobbler Inc. edition, and I am here live, of course, sitting with my co-host Euro Paul to the left,
What's going on, everybody?
Mr. Slap and Tickle to the right, John Lee.
Good morning.
And now filling in for the Slayer today is the Cuz from South Jersey, Rico Anderson. What's up, Cuz?
What's going on, Cuz?
What's going on? And of course, producing behind the glass today is our man Nate Moss. Nate, the boss Moss. What's going on, buddy?
What's up, man?
So listen, I thought it would be a sweep up in Jurassic Park, and it turned out not so much. It turned out not only were the Sixers facing against the Toronto Raptors with Siakam going off, getting up 39 points, or 34 points rather, and Gary Trent getting 24 points. But however, if those officials didn't do the Sixers no favors, I don't know what else to happen, because that game was it was the worst of the worst officiating calls I've ever seen by anybody. I mean, all professional sports, that yesterday had been the worst game that I saw. I truly thought that game was horribly called. There was, missed calls on obviously Embiid was getting hacked and nothing, the referees were looking the other way. But you, like I said, you have to give credit where credit is due. Siakam just he dominated yesterday. He was out hustling most of the guys on the Sixers, and he, like I said, getting 34 points. Pretty much says you're almost had this game over with. But Paul, what did you say?
Yeah, well, he had to, because and didn't Van Fleet missed the whole last fourth quarter for some reason, got injured hamstring or something.
Yeah, and Matt Barnes came down on that and twisted his I think ankle again.
Yeah, I think it was the fourth quarter, and then Embiid finally went to the line again. This was fourth or fifth tries from the line all game, where he used to get like 15, 16. So, yeah, I mean, Nick Nurse is complaining all series so far about the calls. So I think the refs definitely give him a freebie this one.
Yeah, and the Sixers had a bunch of bad turnovers yesterday. I mean, and once they gave the turnovers, the Raptors, had some easy buckets. But like I said, it's weird because you had James Harden facilitating and doing everything he can. The Sixers were creating space, good ball movement. So you would think that they were going to win this game. And no, it didn't turn out that way. Like I said, Embiid with 21 points, James Harden with 22, Tobias with a double, and nothing. And it just didn't turn out that way. And by the way, like I told you last night, he's the X factor to all this for the Sixers' success. I mean, the 2 to 3 games that he's had prior, it's because of him being that X factor.
Yeah, he's been definitely stepping up this time.
Yeah. So, Eric, I'll go to you. What's your take on this series so far?
Yeah, I knew it wasn't going to be a sweep just because going into it, Embiid's hurt, right? He's not going to be crashing the boards.
Right.
In order for him to score, he had to catch it like deep into the paint. That's not really his game. Right. He kind of alternates between popping up to the 3, starting the offense, or going down deep. And then it really came down to, coaching. Right. So it's like in a high stakes game on the road, the refs are going to go the way of the home crowd. Right?
Yes.
So that means that the execution has to be on point, and we knew it wouldn't be because of Embiid being hurt. The offense just kind of being out of sorts, and you required so much more out of guys that you didn't require before. So Tobias having to go and crash boards. He's normally about a 6 rebound type of guy, but you need him to be your leading rebounder.
Right.
What do you think that does for his offensive side of the ball when it comes down to coming down the court? So that just threw everything off. It was set up for us to win at home, close it out at home. Yeah,
right.
And they're not going to give us too much time off before the Miami Heat series.
No. I mean, look, I'll take the 5-day rest. I mean, get what you can. Like you said, close this out on Monday and just rest up as much as you possibly can. Hopefully Embiid's thumb gets better. Because like you said, they're going to have, it's not going to be easy dealing with Miami, but like right now, like I said, I'm dealing with Siakam. He's no day at the beach. And, like you said, Nick Nurse is a tough coach to deal with. And now, like I said, but I gotta give Doc credit, because I thought for sure, and I told you guys 2 weeks ago before we went on our Easter break that I was worried about, Nick Nurse coaching circles around Doc. And no, that hasn't been the case at all. And Doc said yesterday in the at halftime that he said, listen, they're in desperation mode. They're going to throw everything they possibly can. If they had to pay up the referees a little bit, they had to do that. No. So
who knows? I mean,
it just turned out to be like not the Sixers way. John, what's your take on all this?
Well, as you know, I did say the series was going 5 when we first started talking about it. So give me some credit there.
well, I mean, it's hard to sweep a team.
Well,
anyway,
the game, I'm like you, I'm not going to cry about the refs yesterday, but here's the thing. Every time the Sixers came down and it looked like they were going to get back into it, Toronto would just answer back with a 3. And it was just more back and forth. And to be honest, the Sixers looked lackadaisical yesterday. Yeah. I don't know. It was just something about the game. It just seemed they were just going through the motions in that game. Kind of like they just said, all right, we'll just close it out in Philly.
All right.
So, I mean, there's nothing that worries me about that loss. Oh, they're going to blow the series. The series will be closed out next game.
Now, listen, it can be a little bit change of momentum now. You don't think so?
We're getting Thibault back too, by the way.
No, not at all. Not at all. With the home crowd there, it's over.
You think so?
Yes, it's a lock. If I had $1 million right now, listen. If I had $1 million right now, I would put it on the Sixers. Next game. It's over.
No.
Yes.
You don't understand what we're dealing with.
Yes.
You don't understand.
Listen. It's over.
Here's why I say it's a lock, right? Like he said, they came out with
the motion's off now since he said
just because, like he said, the energy was off right from the tip off, right?
Yeah.
And we found out 20-30 minutes before tip off that Embiid was really favoring that finger.
Yeah.
So what does that do? So now, like 20-30 minutes before tip off, Tobias, I need you to go rebound more. Siakam went off for the first time in the series.
Yes.
Tobias actually has been playing all first team defense on Siakam.
Right.
And what does that do for his now on the defensive end? He's low on energy. He's going to let Siakam cook him down low. Right. So it's like that just changed everything. But at home, Maxi's a 20-point a game score.
Yes.
Right. Matisse is going to have 6 steals, like coming right out the gate.
And
then the energy is just going to be
it's going to be a different energy
level.
Yeah.
Now, were you close to busting out your Evan Turner jersey?
No.
He was putting up some little, he had a little bit of a game yesterday.
I hated it. Evan Turner with
Evan Turner. I'm sorry, Thaddeus Young. I'm sorry.
I'm like, wait a minute, Evan Turner's on Toronto?
No.
Thaddeus Young. No, I liked him when he was here. He was a nice player, but I wasn't.
No, I thought you were going to bust out, your pre-tanking.
No.
So listen.
Well, what's standing out to me real quick is the fact that there's so many second and third chances that they're giving Toronto on the not getting they're getting offensive boards left and right. They're not. It's alarming. It's crazy how many shots they take after one possession.
Yeah, and I agree. No, listen, Eric, you don't understand this guy. This guy, we through the whole playoffs. My man said the Eagles are going to beat Tampa. That didn't happen. My man said Tampa was going to beat the Rams. That didn't happen. And then, he's been a mush ever since. So if you have money and you want to throw some shackles and make some money, whatever he says, go the opposite. Go complete opposite. I almost guarantee you can put your house on it and you can win some money if you go the complete opposite of John.
A lot of people can testify.
Yes.
Especially over my career of saying what's going to happen.
Yes. Yeah, you're like 0-20. So you got that going for you. But no, back to the game at hand here.
Listen, Pat, if you're scared, get a dog.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Ryan Smitty. So listen, again, I think we close this out. Just finish it up tomorrow. Like you said, I think the crowd is going to play into it because now, in some reason, the Raptor fans got a lot of guts booing my man Embiid. I mean, again, they're trying to get in his head a little bit by booing the whole game, but game 3, he just silenced them. So again, it's going to be different momentum. Like you said, we get Thibault back. It's just going to be a whole new game of basketball. And like I said, I think the Sixers are going to go off. Who's your sleeper for tomorrow night?
I'm going to say Tobias. I think he's going to lock down. I guess he's
been playing really good defense.
Probably over Van Fleet, Siakam, right?
Yeah.
Every time you look at him, he gets a block, he gets a steal. I think that's going to, having him back is going to be key.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, like I said, it's going to be.
I think Maxey has the big game tomorrow.
I agree.
I think Maxey.
Do you think Maxey's going to have the biggest game tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah, Van Vliet's done. right?
Yeah.
He's done with that hip injury.
He's
Yeah.
out, he's out.
So Maxey is definitely going to go out there and go crazy. He's a young kid. Like he thrives
Yeah.
in that home crowd situation.
Yeah.
He's going to go crazy.
Yeah, like I said, and I was curious to know, like I said, Nick Nurse though, like I don't know if he's got something he has cooking now with that one dub, or you think it's just over.
You know who I said Maxey reminds me of? Not as he wasn't as fast, but it kind of reminds me of Eric Snow a little bit for some reason. I guess his style, a better version of Eric Snow.
I get Larry Hughes vibes.
You do?
Larry Hughes, yeah. Larry Hughes was solid.
Eric Snow didn't really didn't have a good shot, right? He was like average shot.
No, yeah, he was. I hated watching.
You can't tell me you weren't mad.
I hated watching
when they drafted Larry Hughes, who we could have had.
Yeah,
Paul Pierce.
Well,
I'm not a Paul Pierce fan. You're talking to the wrong person.
Yeah, but
Pierce.
imagine him with Iverson.
No,
Well, I'm sorry about that. We got a couple of comments coming in here. We got the Slayer checking to the program as well. What's he saying there, Johnny? Since you're the closest one to that TV.
Tell Lee to wake up.
Oh, that's
I am up.
like we haven't heard that one before. Well, any good ones over there?
Let's see. Going up the series. Our man Sean, what's up, guys? The refs need to be for both.
Dude, he's gonna read it. He's gonna fall asleep to the end of this conversation.
Yeah, we'll fall over.
And it was like, and it was yesterday. Got to stop the fast break point.
Wow. So I agree with that. Look, like I said, you can't get caught off. Like that's one thing they try to do, catch us off defense. But like I said, no, I like my sleep. It's not a sleeper early. Like again, I know we all you just talked about Tobias Harris, but James Harden's been good. Like he's been like a quiet good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like people keep wanting him to have these crazy
Big
Houston
numbers.
Rockets numbers when he had goofballs playing with him, Wawa cashiers.
That's
like,
what they.
That's not what he's here to do.
He doesn't have to do that.
I only need 20 and 10 from him, and then for him to be willing to take that open shot in the fourth quarter. That's all I need from him.
Yeah,
and I'm good with that. And you see, they had to play damn near perfect. The Raptors had to play damn near perfect yesterday, up until the last 2 minutes of the game where it kind of just pulled away.
Mm-hmm.
But they had to play damn near perfect, and we were playing terrible, not getting calls our way, and we were still in the game. So that just tells you, like, some people just don't watch.
No,
basketball.
and they don't know what they're talking about either. Like I said,
he doesn't have to be that guy now. Like he got
Harden isn't the Rockets. Harden's good. He's not as he was on the Rockets.
No,
he's a solid player,
and I don't need him to be.
Right, he's more of a he's got that leader role. He tries to coach guys on the side. You see him all the time trying to talk to his guys.
He's playing the passing lanes.
He's
getting steals in the passing lanes.
Passing guard, generating shots for everybody else. That's what.
He makes great assists all the time. He's facilitating all the time. He finds an open guy all the time. I mean, he's really, like I said, he's trying to make the other guys look good. Whether he's finding Niang at the 3-point land or whoever, he's really contributing all over the court out there. And if he, like I said, he reads the defense. So if he sees what he can do out there within 3 seconds, whether he's going to drive it in the lanes, hit that pullback three.
Listen, if we had Ben Simmons playing this series, we'd either be tied or we'd be trailing in the series, probably.
You just see what he's doing now, just chilling on that bench, my friend.
Well, apparently he's cleared to play.
He's not coming back.
I disagree. They would still be 3-0 with Ben.
He's not coming back game 4.
Yo, Ben and Joe, they won a lot of games together. Like as much as people hate Ben Simmons, and I'm right with you, I've been hating Ben Simmons since he even got here. But the point is, if you look at the record, Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons won a lot of games together. A lot of games. And you can't take that away from that.
With Ben Simmons, we would lose second round. The second round series coming up. Without him right now, we have a chance to actually beat the Heat.
Like, think about it.
That's what it comes down to.
Like, Ben could defend anybody on the Raptors. Like anybody.
There's defensive side. He
exactly. Well, that's huge. You think Siakam's dropping 34 on Ben Simmons?
Yeah, but James Harden has stepped up his game.
Come on, man. Stop it.
Here's the thing, though.
Stop it.
Here's the thing. Ben Simmons being here would not give us what we see from Maxey right now.
Nah.
True.
And that's what it comes down to. Like we wouldn't have the Maxey we have right now.
No.
Because Harden is here, that enables, like, literally, I just saw a stat, 87. We're shooting 87% off of James Harden passes. Like, that's ridiculous.
Right.
Like, you don't get that with Ben Simmons, who's not going to take a shot.
No.
Like, you don't get that. The floor is not open at that way.
No, because like I said, they would clog the lane. They would try and shut that. They go into a zone defense.
What happened to the emergence of Shake Milton? He's kind of.
I don't know.
He's kind of disappeared.
He's hit or miss now.
Yeah, right. And look,
I know, but it looked like he was on the verge. Of being really good.
Not to me.
He's not really getting
No.
I know. It's just weird. He kind of fell off.
Yeah, right. He's the Shane Gostisbehere of the Sixers. So, but look, he look, man. It's again like it's him, Niang. That's all you got. That's pretty much your bench right there. Thank God Korkmaz's hanging.
Well, now you have Green coming off the bench, right?
Yeah, and Green.
We need an emergence of Korkmaz.
They'll keep Green.
Stop it.
They'll keep Green in the starting lineup for this last game.
Right.
They may switch it for the next series because you're going to need that extra defensive help.
Yes.
Now let's put the secret attack of Korkmaz.
No, stop with that. Okay, we don't want to need Mr. Yellow Shoes run up and down the floor. But no, and like I said, I'm almost ready for the next series. I just want to get to the Heat, beat them because, like I said, I know
it's going to be a tough series.
But like you were saying,
it's going like 6 or 7.
Yeah,
that series.
Yeah, and I probably 6. Probably I would say 6.
What, Sixers and 6?
I'm gonna feel it. But like right now,
I say Heat and 5.
Really?
Yeah.
I gotta see what the injury report look like.
You can't. Embiid's not like he's hurt. So
is Lowry.
You know what I mean? But they got so much more than just Lowry.
Yeah, but that's still gonna throw him off.
Because
who's your point guard?
It could be Jimmy.
Gabe Vincent.
Jimmy Butler wants to stick it to the Sixers.
He'll bring the ball up and start the offense, but the point guard position, who's coming in and who's defending it?
Yeah, but who is a point guard nowadays? Right, like it's positionless basketball. But
the thing is, if the Sixers do lose to the Heat, like I'm not gonna be surprised. The Heat are
the number one team.
It's not gonna be like, oh my god, the Sixers choke. You know what I mean? It's like
the Hawks series.
Yeah, like the Hawks was a choke series.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, like I said,
and I blame that on Ben Simmons.
Like I said, look, it's great. The only team that's really scaring me, I get it because they're beat up on the Nets, and Nets really don't have their guy. Is the Celtics.
They're the deepest team in the East.
Yeah, they're going to be a rough if we happen to meet them the following round.
I would love that Sixers Celtics.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be great.
It's almost as good as Cowboys and
yeah, that'd be great.
You know what I mean?
Your hormones would be jumping on that, Pat.
Yes, it would. You might want to duck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No. So like I said,
if it does happen, pick the Celtics.
What's that? Should I get a Larry Bird vintage jersey?
Paul Pierce, whatever you gotta do, buddy. Get a Kevin Garnett. Yeah. Ray Allen, whatever you gotta do.
Al Horford for you.
Yeah, Al Horford, whatever you gotta do. Whatever you gotta do.
Oh God.
So again, like I said, let's just wrap this up. Get through this. Like I said, I don't know what the 5-day rest is really going to do for the Sixers, but some rest is better than no rest, I guess. Because we ain't going to play till next Saturday.
Well, they're determined to win at 5. I told you earlier that Harden sat down with Embiid and Maxey saying we're closing out at 5. Got to do whatever it takes. We're not going back to Toronto.
Yeah,
right. And they don't.
The game will be closed out in 5. Bet the house. Bet the mortgage. Bet Paul Lukaku. Bet Joe Sullivan.
No,
bet them all.
No, I don't want to. No, you're bad luck. But like I said, so how do you see it tomorrow playing out? Do you think we're going to win by 20?
No.
You think it's going to be a little closer than that?
Between 12 and 15 points, probably.
12.
I say 5 to 10.
You really?
Yeah.
You think it's going to be a little closer?
Well, Van Fleet's probably not playing. You said, right?
Yeah,
Van Fleet, and then
yeah,
rookie year's injured too. His ankle.
I think 10's a good number.
Yeah, we win by at least the 10.
What do you think, Eric?
I think we'll pull away because of the natural design of the fourth quarter. Last 2 minutes, fouling to get back in the game, and we'll just pull away the free throw.
Yeah, and I just want to sweep them back up to Toronto. Don't deal with them till next year. See you later. But now, we were just talking a little bit of the Heat series. What, like I said, what are you going to have to expect from Doc? Doc going in that one. Like you said, you're concerned about the coaching matchup right there.
Yeah, for me, I want to see Doc, for one, shift Matisse back to the starting lineup because you're going to need it for the defensive end.
Yeah.
Right. So because their bench the way Tyler Hero comes in, like
Oh,
they have
he went off. He went off
if you
yesterday.
watch how they sub their guys in, he does it so strategically, and we don't have that. Like we don't have a strategic sub rotation.
No,
it's just like, oh, Doc, oh, I forgot. Let me put somebody in. Like, and it's just so goofy. So I'm hoping that he locks in on the actual like coaching and watching how Spo actually uses his rotation. I mean, Duncan Robinson had 27 the one game, and then the next game he played 2 minutes. Like, but they won. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like that's the type of level that you want to see from Doc, like where you're doing whatever it takes. Because unfortunately, like we're getting cooked by the bigs of benches, like when it comes to subbing and beat out. Like I like Paul Reed over DeAndre Jordan and Paul Millsap, but that's it. You know what I'm saying? So like you got to figure something out. You got to figure something out.
And I think Tyler Hero came off the bench and scored 26 points their game. Off the bench.
Wow.
6th man of the year.
Wow. So, like again, it's going to be some problems for the Sixers. I'm just trying to see here now. Sean Kilrain says, I see the Sixers winning 112 to 98. He said, I want the same thing you were saying. I think this is for tomorrow's game. I want to see Paul Reed. Love his energy. He's solid. He's a solid rebounder, which is true. He is a solid rebounder. And like I said, going back to yesterday's game, I was watching him. I forget who was driving to the net. He didn't even touch him, and they called a foul on him.
Yeah.
I was just like, what? I literally watched that game 3 times over yesterday to get all the details, and I said, my man didn't even touch him, and they called him for a foul. Like the officiating yesterday was horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible. Like that was probably the worst game. And like I said, the officiating didn't do the Sixers no favors yesterday. None. But like I said, come back to Philly. We're not in Jurassic Park anymore. This is the land of Embiid, and he's going to squash them. And that's just going to be the end of it. So like I said, we could sit here and talk. Sixers.
Real quick. The Phoenix Suns injury. What do you think is going to happen in that series?
I think
Booker's
Devin
out.
Booker comes back in the Western Conference Finals because they can win without him.
You think what's the series now? 2-2 now or something? I think it's like tied now or something. Series.
I don't know.
No, I think it's 2-1.
Yeah, it's 2-1. Yeah. I think they rest. I think they rest them as they should until it's time to play the Warriors.
Yeah,
and then we get must-see TV.
Yes, you do. Like I said, I love playoff time. I love it. I love being a 4-for-4 and catching. This is one of my favorite time of year because you get NHL playoffs and you get Sixer and NBA playoffs and just.
Well, Flyers are in the playoffs. We watch them.
Who?
Flyers are in the playoffs. We watch them.
Who? Who are they?
Are you gonna be like Art root for the Maple Leafs?
No, that guy. How's that guy related to us?
That's my blood, so I have no idea.
How's that guy related?
Leafs and the Mets.
Yeah. There's something up in his brain that's just loose. You know what I mean?
He's special.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna leave it at that. Yeah. But listen, we had a Brewers team coming in to South Philly. A little bit of a win, and I'm going to ask you, Paul. You're a big baseball head. A little concerned about the Wheeler train. Are you a little concerned?
Wheeler? No, I'm not. It's early. I'm not worried about him. I'm worried about this offense not scoring runs. Schwarber, 55 at bats, 18 strikeouts already, batting 167. We're scoring like 4 runs a game. I think that's the biggest issue now is the offense.
Yeah, and like you said yesterday, Bryce Harper right off the bat gives you from Friday night's game to yesterday's game gives you 2 doubles right off the bat. They go up 3-0, but then like I said, and previous to the other games, Zach Wheeler did look okay. He gave you 5 to 6 Ks yesterday, but then he fell off. And he fell off. That 5th inning was horrible for him.
He's coming off an injury too, right? So maybe it's not 100% yet either.
But like I said, the spring training excuses are coming to an end with some people. I get it. People are getting impatient because, like I said, to me, the problem with the Phillies is it's not the back end of the rotation anymore. It's the front end. The front end of the Phillies.
Gibson is actually our best pitcher right now.
Right, because and Nola's on the night, primetime Phillies. And we'll talk a little bit about that matchup a little later. Like I said, like you said, I'm with you. I said we always overhype this Phillies offense, and it just turns out not what it's supposed to be.
It is crazy to me, right? We have all this offense, and then everyone's cold at the same time.
Yeah,
I mean, like everybody down the line is cold except for Bohm
and Castillos
and Harper.
Yeah, because Castillos is playing all right. Yeah. But like I said, it's crazy, right? With 2 weeks ago, we went to throw a ball out of the, get him out of here because of his lack of defense. And that team, right? That's another issue with this Phillies team. This explains why we're in the basement already, because that defense is not yet. No, we're in the middle of the pack. I'm sorry, I checked that.
Yeah, we're 4 games behind already, out in first place. It's only 6.
Yeah, and this guy's concerned about the Mets. Look, man, the Mets are always good in April. By like May, that team plummets every year. I've seen it for the past like 7 years. That team plummets. They don't know how to hold on to a lead. So, what's your take with the Phillies, Johnny?
I'm just in shock from the opening day excitement we had. Like,
but that's every year.
Home run.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like when you saw this offense on paper, it's like, damn, we got the best offense in baseball, and it's just kind of
no. That was you walking around opening the day with your shirt off. I told you don't do that. That's bad luck.
I know. I might have mushed the season.
Yeah, you did already.
I mean,
they should ban you.
They need another. They got to somehow before the trade deadline get us another starting legitimate pitcher. They need a second pitcher there because Nola
and Ranger Suarez.
We don't know what we're getting from Nola every game. One game he could look great, in the next game
they always keep it in the inning too long. Always.
Yeah, but again, I think Ranger Suarez was better on the back end because now, he's not doing too bad, but he's also not K'ing anybody.
He got out of that bases loaded.
And listen,
Listen,
if this season turns into a disaster and they're not in the playoffs, Girardi's gone.
Well, they should. Yeah. They should get rid of Girardi because
Girardi's gone because and it's a shame because we thought when we finally, I was so happy when we got him because I hated Gabe Kapler. I hated him.
Yeah, but why? He's having success out there in San Fran.
I hated him. We can take his suntan out.
Coconut oil.
There's nothing wrong with coconut oil, okay?
Listen, I couldn't. I was so happy.
If you rub it right, you'll be all right.
All right, Pat. Sicko.
So, but like I said, he's doing okay. All right.
Yeah, but anyway, when we got Girardi, I thought it was great. We finally got a baseball.
Do you think he's on the hot seat?
What's that?
He's on the hot seat right now.
Definitely. Yeah, he's definitely on the hot seat because look at the way he's making changes and stuff. It looks like a clusterfuck out there.
Right. But again, you look at and
there's no excuse for this offense. I mean, these guys are good players. Like, I don't understand why they're not hitting.
Yeah, but again, it might be that lineup is overrated. I said that. What's Hoskins bat now?
I think he's somewhere in the 2s.
And it's a shame because this could be another year that we waste Bryce Harper without getting to the playoffs.
Right. Like I said, I don't know.
They got to get a set. They need a legitimate second starter.
Yeah, I mean,
Nola's not second.
Hoskins batting.
Nola's like third or third.
213.
213.
Nola's like third.
167.
And they got what's called playing DH now. Harper. He's I think he's dealing with an injury or something like that. I believe he has a little bit of an injury going on. He should be third. He should be right. Well, when he hopefully gets better because I'm telling you, Reese can't do anything else besides that. That DH is going to benefit. But again, we all want because this again, Cincinnati Bank Park is meant for home run because it's tiny. So you want to do that. You want to build up your hitters. I get all that, but again, pitching is the number one thing you need in baseball.
These early games are important because
yeah. And then we lost 3 out of 4 to the Mets. We lost 2 out of 3 against the Marlins, right? Yeah. So I mean, our record against NL East right now is not that good either.
And we cannot have Art happy.
No, we don't want Art happy.
We can't.
No, we
need him miserable.
Yes, and if we can make Art miserable, I'm happy. Okay, and I mean that is. I gotta see that face 6 days a week. Could you imagine that? You know what it's like to work next to that? It's painful. It's painful, dude. But Cuz, are you catching any Phillies since you've been back? And by the way, if anybody knows, thank you, Cuz. Cuz here is in the military. So I want to say thank you. I know it's like midway through the show here, but I definitely want to say thank you for serving the country here.
Yeah, first show back since I was over. No, I was part of the whole withdrawal from Afghanistan. So crazy times, but glad to be back.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, you guys just kind of sway my mind a little bit. But at first I came into this like it's early. We're 6-9. It's early.
Yeah.
But you made a good point. Like these early games do matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, because
These are the ones that haunt you at the end.
Yeah.
right, because what 5 games out? You said
No,
right?
we're 4 right now.
Oh, 4. So
yeah, but just three-way tie for 4. We're a half game out of last.
Wow.
Half game out last. So.
oh yeah, but yeah, where's
Maybe they should let me pitch a game.
nah, John, you just stay with you do, buddy.
You'll fall asleep between innings.
yes. Yeah, you might be better managing the team. So where's Mr. Smitty at? Huh? He's always breaking my chops about this stuff, huh?
Mr. Homer.
Yeah, the Homer. So anyway, again, this Phillies. What do you see tonight? Nola's on the mound. That look just said you're not too thrilled.
If they get him out, if he's doing good and get him out of the 5th or 6th inning, that's it, man. Go to bullpen because that always gives up that home run, and the next inning changes everything.
Yeah,
Girardi needs to know when to pull him.
What if he's pitching a no-hitter?
Don't matter. Well, Kershaw was pitching no hitter. They pulled him.
What's his record against Christian Yelich?
Who?
Nola.
I don't know.
I know.
Wait, what inning did they pull him?
7th.
He's pitching a no-hitter and they didn't let him.
No, they pulled him in the 7th.
Oh, if I was him, I would have been going off. I'm like, no, I'm not coming down. I got a no-hitter going here.
Yeah, well, again,
did it finish with a no-hit?
No.
So
they won the game, but no, they pulled him in the 7th inning.
Why would you pull a pitcher?
Well, I mean, I guess
pitching a no-hitter.
Idiocy, John. Idiocy.
Yeah, it's that too. But he's coming off a major injury. He's coming back.
Yeah.
So
was he going? He wasn't going off about getting pulled.
Probably.
Probably, yeah.
I would have been.
But anyway, like I said,
imagine coming to Doc Holliday and saying he's pitching a no-hitter and saying you're coming out.
No,
that dude would have been throwing fists down.
So look, I think they win tonight. It's like I said, it's a tie. I think they get the dub.
Is Gibson going tonight? I think.
No, it's Nola.
Oh, it's Nola.
Nola's going to get the start tonight. At 7:00 p.m. Of course, I got to ask.
Yeah, but he flops a lot when it's a national game.
True. When it's prime time, and it's April, he gets cold.
Yeah, so he already gave up 4 home runs already in 3 starts.
Wow. Yeah, it might be alarming, but
I think you should buy a Nola jersey.
I have one, by the way. I'm not bragging about it.
Maybe you mushed them.
Yeah, I know I mushed them. I know they're facing this kid, Nick Laurel. Not Laro.
3.48 ERA.
Yes, he's got that. He's not that good of a pitcher. So, like I said,
well, I mean, Phillies have a habit of turning bad pitchers into good pitchers. So
that's true too. Yeah, I mean, I didn't go like an ace against this lineup anymore. I told you guys, don't get too hyped about this lineup, but you guys, especially you, walking around here doing naked cartwheels to the hallway over here, and I told you, don't do that.
Everything looks good on paper, but you got to do it on the field.
Yes. So
not happening.
I jumped too quick on that opening day.
Yeah, I told you about that. So, how do you feel tonight's going to make out, John? How do you think the Phils are going to do?
Well, it depends what Nola shows up. I mean, like I agree with Paul. Like if he's pitching good, get him out before something bad. Unless he's pitching a no-hitter.
Yeah, I'm with you. If he's pitching okay, keep him in. But if he starts getting roughed up a little bit, in the early goings, you're gonna. Like I said, that's the problem with me. I don't want to go to the bullpen anymore. That early into a game.
We only have 2 great bullpen arms, or actually 3. Hand.
I was gonna say Hand,
Netful, whatever the guy.
Yeah,
and Dominguez, I guess.
Yeah, and Sir Dominguez. That's probably your best, your best pitchers out there. So, like I said, I won't see them take care of business tonight. I think the offense gets going. I think one thing about their offense, they click early. They get going a little bit because I noticed Friday night's game and last night's game, they start driving rums early, but then it's like the wheels stop.
It's like if you look at the thing, it's like 1 run, 2 runs in the first, and then nothing.
No, you don't want that, especially like I said, you want to send them disappointed. I get it; they're one of the better teams in the league. But then again, I looked at the Sixers' schedule for the rest of the week. Sixers. I'm sorry, I'm so Sixered up right now. The Phillies schedule for the rest of the week.
They have a hard schedule, right?
Yeah, they got Colorado coming in here. Yeah. Then you got to go to the Mets. So it's going to be
that series has to be payback, man.
Yeah, you do have to pay them back. You can't let them, laugh in your face. I don't we went to square one. I don't want to see them happy. Our man Paul Spencer checking in from YouTube. He says, "Great show, thanks, Paul. Checking with them. We know boys at 215." So like I said, the Phillies offense needs to start clicking. Like I said, get clicking early. Let Bryce go up. But I need, like I said, I need to see other guys step up. I need to see Reese. I need to see Kyle Schwarber. I need to see Remuto. I mean, he's doing okay.
He's doing all right,
Like I said, Alec Boehm is doing fine. Not concerned about him as much.
I think when Moniak comes back, they go send down Stott. No,
Probably.
Stott's been struggling.
Yeah, and you're really, you said you're in you're not in desperate times.
Now you have Herrera in center field.
Yeah, and he had a triple the other day, yesterday.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So again, dude, are you snoring over there?
No. I'm stuffed up.
I told you, Nate, this is going to happen.
Kick him in the balls.
No, I'm awake.
There's nothing there. So anyway.
That's not what you said last week.
Wow. Well, like I said, the Phillies offense got to get clicking here. Are you concerned about this offense, or are you just still worried about the pitching?
I'm worried more about the pitching than the offense, because I think eventually the offense.
I'm with you.
Listen, the offense will eventually come around, but they gotta somehow get another start.
You're right. They gotta get into a rhythm a little bit.
And they gotta get another start.
It's too early at this point to say that.
Their defense is a mess.
It's only 15 games in. You can't say that yet. Wheeler, it's going to get back to normal. You got to make sure. Hopefully, Nola will do better. But then, Suarez will get back to Suarez. So it's too early.
Their defense is a hot mess. It's.
Did you see that play, Reese? On the first base?
Gosh!
He just stand there and the ball hit the thing, went over him.
He's horrible. He's horrible in the field.
That was a big.
Dude, he can't.
I'd rather have a hurt Harper out there.
I'm telling you, he can't play defense.
Why is he out there?
Dude, I don't know.
Isn't there anybody in the minors they can bring up?
Apparently not.
Actually, there's some good players in the minors right now, but not gonna bring them up yet.
No, they're gonna let him play.
Like Ortiz, I think. Still.
Like I said, their best bet to do when Harper gets healed up, send him to the DH. Let him hit dingers. That's what he's known for. You know what I mean?
I forgot what's his name was still on the team when I heard him at Batley. Odubel.
Yeah,
he was still there.
He just came back.
Yeah, I forgot he was.
Yeah, but like I said, he hit a nice triple yesterday. Look, he's producing
better than Verling right now.
But
yes, yeah, you know what I mean. So he's doing okay. But like I said, big time game tonight. Phillies 7:00. So let me ask you, John, what's the meal for the night, buddy?
What
would you go?
Well, we're gonna be at a kid's birthday this afternoon, so I might be full. I might be full from that.
Oh,
you're 4 hours out.
What's that?
That's not true.
No,
actually, maybe some wings tonight.
You're feeling a wing?
Maybe some wings.
Nah, man, you gotta go pasta, bro. You gotta go pasta. I'm gonna go.
Or maybe how about some penne pasta with vodka sauce and some grilled chicken? That sounds good.
Yeah, that sounds phenomenal.
Where are we going to eat?
What are you feeling, Paul?
I would probably do a.
Don't tell me you're hanging with this guy too.
No,
I am 1 to 3. 1 to 3.
Oh, okay.
No, we're gonna hang together tonight.
Nah,
that's a little weird. But yeah,
my phone's on silent.
You blocked them.
Actually, this place called Sopranos makes a really good cheesesteak stromboli.
Oh, they do?
Really?
Yeah.
Where's that?
Oh, that's up 611. Yeah,
in Warrington.
Okay.
Yeah, they're really good. Yeah.
Well, maybe I'll go there tonight.
Now, cuz you're in the South Jersey area, what's a good spot to go eat down there?
Hey, I'm still Philly, true and true, but
where in South Jersey you?
I'm in Siglerville now, but
okay.
Yeah, me and my wife moved out there 4 years ago. But yeah, I mean, we got a couple nice spots. We got a nice Italian spot.
Okay.
Called what is it called? I forget what it's called, but it's down the street from me.
You also got Tacanelli's out there too.
Yeah, Cinder Bar though. Cinder Bar is a good spot.
Cinder Bar?
Cinder Bar is real good. They got some good cheesesteak rolls that are
there you go.
On point. Yeah.
There you go. See, like I said, it sucks. There's a place called Fat Daddy's around from me on Plymouth Road. Killer, great with the bread, great stuff, but they're only open like.
You ever go to what is it, Donkeys in Camden?
Yeah, I was at the Institute.
Nah.
Yeah, there's one in South Jersey now too.
Oh, they opened another one.
I think not Mount Laurel,
but they put their cheesesteaks on it's on a round roll. It's not a long roll.
Mount Holly, I think they opened one.
Okay.
Oh, they opened another one.
Mount Holly, yeah.
Nate, what do you got for tonight, bud? What's it going in the Nate household for as far as dinner?
Probably just a normal family dinner. Nothing
Well,
special.
wait, what's Miss Bernard cooking?
You don't worry about her.
Maybe I'll come over
No,
to
you're
your
not
house
allowed.
tonight.
No,
Come on.
no.
He'll fall asleep on the couch.
Good. I'll have Angela drop kick him. We'll have
Not in the balls.
dude. He's a.
What's she making tonight?
I think we got pasta going on. I think she wants to do a pasta Sunday. So.
And what happened to this morning? You were supposed to bring us in a treat.
Yeah, well, I told you a treat. I said I didn't say it wasn't a guarantee.
He said the wife was going to make something special.
That's my cousin.
Nothing here.
You know what I mean?
I'm still waiting for the ribs and mashed potatoes.
Dude, this guy had we did a show not too long ago. Like on
that baked ziti was good.
I don't want to say what I hate to sound weird, but Valentine's Day we did a show and my wife, Monique made some lasagna. This guy was like face diving in there. He like
no, it was the baked ziti.
Yeah, baked ziti. My man was
good. He took leftovers home, didn't he?
Yeah, dude, leftovers. My man brought like a body bag and started like stuffing it. I'm like, dude, I'm like, there's other people here. My man. Son of a gun. But listen,
do that today too,
yeah, I want to talk. I love to talk some more Phillies, but we got it. Obviously, you see me rocking the Eagles jersey today. I got the great Reggie White on. So let's talk a little draft. Let's talk some draft Eagles.
Let's do it.
This is Thursday night, big day. And I want snooping around a little bit. I want snooping around on the Giants. I want to see what they're because I noticed lately in these drafts, the Eagles counterpunch of what these guys do. So I want snooping around on the Giants. I want snooping around on the Washington Commanders now.
Redskins.
Yeah, I want to go. You're right. I want to go see what. So I see the Giants.
That's right. Are you gonna now buy a Redskins jersey now that Wentz is there?
No, I still have my green one at home.
Or are you going to go Commando?
Commando?
Since they're the
Commanders.
Commanders.
They're Commanders. I'm not going Commando, John. That's 12 a.m. to 2 a.m. But listen, like I said, I want snooping around. I want to see what they're doing. I want to see Brian Dabo, the former Bills offensive coordinator. Again, I'm thinking, are they going to give Daniel Jones another year? Are they going to draft a quarterback? Are they going to look other places? I saw they might go offense O-line. I'm seeing a bunch of stuff for them. So what do you think?
They invested too much in Daniel Jones. So I don't see them giving up on him yet. Maybe another year or so. He definitely need offensive line help for them. So maybe they're going offensive lineman, but they're giving him another year at least. They're not giving up on him yet. It was a high pick.
Right. This might be his last go around, but I don't know. I see the Giants going out there. Like I said, I see Washington. They're looking at what's called the one kid from Mississippi State. No, I'm sorry, not Mississippi State. I'm sorry, I got that wrong. Look at my notes here. The kid Chris Olive. Am I saying
Chris
that right?
Olave.
Yeah, they're looking at him.
Ohio State.
So they're going to try and get Carson Wentz some weapons. So again, but I'm not worried about the Washington football team. I'm not or whatever the Giants. I'm worried about what the Birds are going to do, and the Birds are going to have to counterpunch that. So again, we're going to need secondary help. We're going to need safety help.
This is what I want from the Eagles.
What do you want?
I want a safety that can play for the next 14 years.
Yeah,
I want a reincarnated Brian Dawkins. That's what I want.
That's going to be Kyle Hamilton out of Notre Dame. I see them drafting, trading up together.
And the other thing I want is because it's very disappointing we didn't get a wide receiver in free agency. And if we still have to watch Rager out there, we need another solid wide receiver because Rager is he's atrocious.
Maybe we'll get Devereaux Samuel, no?
Yeah, I don't think we'll. I think as much as I want to, yeah. So I'll be at the draft. I'm going out there. Going to Vegas.
Look at you! Look at you!
Being
it's gonna be like the hangover out there.
A bunch of us going out there. But yeah, so I for me, because we struck out, I think we had the opportunities to go after DK. We had the opportunity to go after Devo. I don't think Howie will. I think he's set on 2 first-rounders this year, 2 first-rounders next year. I like Chris Olave. And the fact that they just moved Whiteside to tight end, like that, I think they're positioning to take a wide receiver with one of those first-round picks.
Yeah, we need a wide receiver.
I think they're going to take it. Chris Olave is a beast.
Where do you see him going into draft? Like top 10.
And no, I see him going between in the 10s to 20s. Okay. Yeah, so I like if it's my pick, I like Devin Lloyd, linebacker out of Utah at 15. And then I like Chris Olave at 18.
Yeah, well, like I said, that's who Barrett Brooks wants Chris Olave too.
He's a
He's
problem.
right. He's a
beast.
playmaker.
Yep.
He can he like I said, create space. Get he's a legit talent.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Like I said, if Washington's there for they just brought Carson Wentz and they still believe him, they're going to get him his weapon. So I think he might be off the board.
I think they may take the kid from what's that from is it Alabama?
Oh, yeah.
Talking about Williams.
Yeah, Williams. I think they'll take him.
Yeah, so
actually, they're not that far off. I mean, who knows what Wentz going to do? But they got McLaurin, they got the running back there, so Gibson, so they're not that far off.
I'm not worried about them.
No,
I'm not worried about.
I'm not worried about them either. But I'm saying to put a solid team together, not that far off.
No, so but Nate, what do you want the six? Oh, sorry, again, God, the Eagles to do? What do you want the Eagles to do at 15 and 18?
Make a pick. There's so many rumors going around. I feel like this draft has no mustard, right? Like this draft has no buzz going into it. There's no clear cut blue chipper draft pick that's coming out. Like you look at that guy and say he's a 10-year pro. You know what I'm saying? Like You got some good prospects, you got some good guys with some good ceilings and some good talent, but nobody who's really in the draft is just like this is a generational talent. So that's why they're saying that the draft is like kind of deep because all the players are kind of really similarly graded close to each other. So, I mean, there's always going to be surprises. There's always going to be somebody who overachieves of what they have, but I just don't want them to trade both picks or trade a pick or trade a pick. I want them to pick 2 picks in the first round because I think this team still needs talent. Mm-hmm. And he's done a great job of being able to turn over the roster, but also add talent and get younger at the same time. Like they're still fairly young when you look at the roster. Like a lot of the vets are like kind of on the especially on defense, the Fletchers, the Grahams. They've only probably got another year or 2 here, and then it's especially Graham. Graham's done after this year for sure.
All right.
And then you have Cox. We were talking about trading him last year or the last couple of years. Yeah. So and you look, and then Lane's getting just a little bit older. I think Lane's still a beast, but he's starting to get there. Kelsey's about to be out the door, but they have young guys that are behind these guys that, if you look at it, our receiving core, all our skill positions are all under like 25.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, and from a defensive side, our secondaries, still young, and our linebacker core is young. So they've done a pretty decent job of turning over the roster and still staying young and adding talent.
But listen, this offense is got to do something. This is make it or break it year for Hurts. If Hurts doesn't do anything this year, he's out. I'm not a Hurts fan. I'm hoping we find a quarterback next year.
Well, you have to give him his due because he got you to the playoffs.
Yeah, no, I understand that.
You have to give him a chance to, see. I get it. A lot of people are shortchanging his arm strength, him be able to read the defenses. I get it. That was going to be, and you led me into my next question. Do you think how he looks at a quarterback early?
No. You know what? No. Knowing Howie, he might.
No.
Not early,
not
but
early.
in the later rounds, he might.
Not this
He'll
year.
draft for quarterback, but it won't be in the top 2 rounds. I don't think.
No,
I don't think so.
There's no way he takes a quarterback early this year. That's what that
there's
trade was for.
No early
for next year. Like literally the draft next year.
No, later rounds he's going to look at a quarterback.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the first 2 picks.
Yeah.
Those first 2 picks are not.
It's going to be. I think the first 2 picks are. It's either going to be defense or wide receiver.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like I said, I it sucks because I got to see what the Birds do here because, like I said, I think the first pick they're going to go wide out. A second one, I think they're going to go safety. I think
it's opposite.
You think it's opposite?
Safety first and then the receiver. They might actually trade up and get Hamilton. I think.
Yeah, but trade up at what cost?
I don't know.
Because that's
right.
That's I wanted us to use all 3 picks this year personally. Like I really wanted us to use all 3 picks to load up and put talent on this team to put us in the best position to grow. Right. But we're not. We're using 2 picks this year. Let's use them. And then let's actually see what we have this year. And then we have 2 first-rounders next year as well. But we also can't be afraid to go and get a Devo Samuel or a decap. Like I'm looking at the trades that have taken place for Devontae and Tyreek Hill. And I'm like, we could have literally put a package together to do something like that.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this because because we always
lot more.
Eagles. I feel like Eagles fans always had this conversation, right? And maybe because it's still T over hangover. Do number one receivers win you championships?
No, but they definitely help your offense.
They help you.
No, but
Cooper Kupp just won one.
Yeah, but look at what's on that team though. That's different.
It all stems down to.
And remember, Cooper Kupp was a
defense
late
wins
draft.
championships.
Cooper Kupp was homegrown,
Still needs
and he was a
points,
late
yeah.
draft pick too. He was a later draft pick,
You can't run it all the time.
and they got there with Goff. So
but they still
You need a solid. You need a
still
solid all-around
offense.
team to win a Super Bowl, like what we had in 2017. That was a solid all-around team.
that was
Like,
lightning in the bottle.
Having
Yes, I agree.
having a top 10 wide receiver
Wait,
absolutely does help you win a Super Bowl.
is it Kelly Green? We have to wait
Mike
till
Evans,
next year
top
for the
10.
Kelly Green.
Well, what does it matter if he's Kelly
Yeah.
Green?
No, I that's what I'm looking forward to most.
We're talking draft. You're talking about jersey colors.
Kelly
Who
Green.
cares?
When the
I
Chiefs
want
won
the
it,
old
Tyreek Hill.
uniforms.
No. And I get a lot of arguments with that. Who's the number one passing option on the Chiefs offense?
No, I agree, but we're talking about wide receivers too. And Tyreek Hill is still he was still a top 5 receiver.
Yeah, but
at
it's
the time.
Kelsey. It's all Kelsey on that team.
Understood, but we're still talking. The original question was: do wide receivers, number one top wide receivers, help you win Super Bowls? He was still a top 5 receiver. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. But when you look, but that doesn't count. The reason why it doesn't count because he wasn't the number. He's not the top receiving threat on that team. It was Kelsey. It wasn't Hill. Still put up number one numbers.
Here goes our man Sean Kilrain checking into the program. He goes, "No, I agree with Nate. Defense wins games. We need a game changer like T.O."
Like T.O.
Yeah, that's what Sean Kilrain.
Yeah,
so
but see,
as far as wideout, you're talking about wideouts. That's what.
But
that's
when
what
we
he's talking
the
about.
problem is when we compare these people, like you're talking about T.O. He's this, in my opinion,
Second best.
he's the second best receiver ever to play the game.
Yes.
Right, so you just can't say, "Oh, I'm going to go get T.O." Like it doesn't work like that. When people look at DK, like people say, "Oh man, DK, he looks the part."
Well, we screwed up. We should have had.
But
Jefferson.
he's not. DK's not the best receiver on his team.
I don't need.
We
to be
should
the
have
best
had
one on this
Jefferson.
team. I just need him to add to this offense with Devontae Smith and Dallas Goddard.
Yeah, right.
Listen, we
want-
had that wide receiver. We messed up the draft. We should have had Jefferson instead of Rager.
Yeah, we could have.
Yeah,
We could have had a whole bunch of people over the years, but at the same time,
I think
If
the
you
year
wanna
we
improve
drafted
your
Freddie
offense,
Mitchell, we could have had.
Quez Watkins
yeah.
is not the answer. Opposite of Devontae Smith.
Or Ward.
And pretty much what our man Sean Kilrain is also saying too. He thinks the Commanders are going to go wide out and safety as well. So he's pretty, we're pretty much doing the same thing. However, like I said, they're only going to get the one.
We need a physical presence in that secondary, and like since Malcolm Jenkins has left, we really don't have that. There's no we need somebody that's going to put a fear into the receivers, and we don't have that.
I mean, they tried to, right?
are
They
we-
tried to get Williams from the Saints. It just didn't work
Yeah,
out.
they
Still going to
tried.
get Matthew. Tyrann Matthew.
I don't know.
I think it's possible.
I think the fact that he hasn't signed anywhere is still a chance.
What's holding it up?
him?
Well, the
Yeah.
draft and him.
Yeah.
He's still productive. Like he's
Very.
got tread, he's got miles on the tire, but he's still productive, and he wants to sign a decent sized contract as if he's one of the best safeties in the league, and I it's hard to argue against that.
And go to a team that's positioned to
Yeah.
win.
Right.
I like him here
I do
because
too.
he's
with him and Slay. In
he's
that
a ball
secondary,
hawk,
That's
right?
that's a good combo right there.
he's a
Right.
ball hawk back there, and he's always been a ball hawk. So I think you need that in this defense.
Yep.
But the question is, are you going to pay him the money? Because like when we got Jenkins was on the other side of 20
Mhm.
when we signed Jenkins. Honey Badger is on the other side. I think he's getting close to 30, maybe a little bit over 30.
I want to say it's 31.
Yeah.
I think it's 31.
So he's only got probably just a couple more years at his level of play. So do you pay top dollar for that right now? Is your window right now? It's a
Yeah.
hard it's a hard question to ask.
He's 29.
Right.
29.
So let me ask the table. So can Howie screw this draft up? Do you think there's no way he can screw this up, right?
Absolutely, he can
You think so?
for sure.
Yeah.
Well, Howie's
done
like,
it in the past.
you know what's weird?
True.
You know what's weird
I mean-
is Howie is like 1 minute you hate him, and then the next minute the guy pulls off. So it's kind of like a surprise what we're going to get from him.
Right.
We don't know what we're going to get.
No, I mean he does wonders. And like I
Yeah.
said,
Like sometimes he's hit on, and then other times he's way off.
with free agency and trades, he's really really good.
Yeah, the draft
Draft
is
It's not a strong suit.
Wow.
No, it's so it, like I
People
said,
say that, but then you look at what he's drafted. The
right.
hits when he hits home runs.
Yeah.
True. So like I said,
I still think we need another running back too.
Yeah, you can get that late though.
They're tied to a running back late in round.
What's that?
They're
Running back is
dozen.
probably the easiest thing to go
Yeah,
after.
to land.
Yeah.
So I mean, are you guys afraid of the other? Like I said, I mentioned a little bit about the Giants. You know, they're gonna have 2 picks, additional picks, or
Giants stink.
They should draft a quarterback high.
That's what I said. I wonder if they're gonna
They're ready to give up on Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones.
They were
stinks.
talking. They're talking trading Barkley.
I mean, how long do you look at Jones though? I mean, I know he's had bad.
Jones is garbage.
He's had bad string of luck and no help, but still, how long do you look at that? Like 3-4 years?
Right. But when as ownership, do you want to admit that you made a bad pick, a number 1 pick?
They never admit it. They just pick another one.
Well, when you trade to get rid of them, you admit it, really.
Well, yeah.
Well, that's what the Eagles.
But
are
he
doing,
has no
they keep
trade
playing
value.
Rager. They won't admit that they screwed up that pick.
Rager, Aguilar, hold on.
Yeah.
They don't know how to use.
I'd rather have Nelson Aguilar out there than Rager.
Well,
at least Nelson Aguilar, the 1 year he was unbelievable.
He was great with the Raiders.
What's that?
He was good on the Raiders.
Yeah. And then where'd he go? He went to New England, right?
He was decent on New England. Decent.
He was all right.
They're a different offense though.
Totally they got Devontae Parker now.
Yeah.
Right. So I mean, what do you think? You know, like I said, I know this is the whole new season, but like I said, Brian Devereaux coming in from the Bills to go coach the Giants. Are you a little afraid there, guys? Are you offense coordinator, knowing what he's done with that offense?
No.
Coming in over here? No, nothing at all.
No. The NFC East, other than the Cowboys, it's Dallas and the Eagles, the Redskins.
You're still worried about the Cowboys a little bit?
I mean, I'm saying the top teams in the NFCs. Obviously, the Cowboys are going to.
Well, I mean, you can't overlook their defense.
Yeah,
like, they're still going to be tough, dude. Like,
yeah.
Even though they'll never win a Super Bowl.
They might not win one in our lifetime.
Yeah. You have to get out the VHS tapes for it.
Hey, look, but like I said, I just need to see.
As long as Paul Spencer remains a Dallas fan, they will never win again.
I see us. Here goes Sean Kellring. He says, "I see us drafting a running back in the middle of rounds. James Cook, Dalvin's brother, Brian Anderson from Alabama. My man, Sean.
Where's the John today? We have no comments from the John.
John's probably busy. John's the John. He's so like I said, I agree with that. I see he's getting a running back in the middle of rounds. But like I said, I'm just curious to know where are we going to trigger first? You think safety? What do you think, Cuz?
I think this is the year we actually take a linebacker. I think we take Devin Lloyd.
Really?
First, 15th.
Wow. I like I said, to me, like I said, I noticed these past couple.
Well, maybe, but they did sign some linebackers in free agency, so they really need a safety help. I think they go after that guy from Notre Dame.
They got a special teamer in the off season. That's not the trick.
No, you need a solid like I said, pass rush or something. John, what do you see, buddy?
I'm hoping they get this guy Lieb from LSU.
Who?
Lieb from LSU.
I heard he's a real sleeper.
Good point.
No, I say it's going to be either a safety or a wide receiver. They go.
Yeah, like I said, to me, I want to see them. I want to go safety. I want to go safety. You're going to need something out of that backfield.
I just can't believe they re-signed Barnett, dude.
Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
He's garbage.
He's not garbage.
He hasn't done anything since the Super Bowl year.
For that high as a pick, dude.
That Super Bowl year was his best year.
It's better to go with the W than the one you don't.
He what is he? Your fourth DN? That's great. And from a depth standpoint, so who's your top?
I'd rather draft one in.
You have Reddick.
Drafted him.
Yeah, but if he was drafted, he'd be a first round pick this year. He would still be a first round pick. So
too many dumb penalties cost us last year.
No, I know absolutely. I'm not questioning anything you're saying. But when you look at he has the highest rate of getting to pressures without getting sacks.
Yeah,
in the league. You know what I'm saying? And then he was a starter here too.
He's like Mike Mamula.
No, he's not. He's definitely not like Mike Mamula.
He's like the almost get there sack guy.
But he's your fourth DN coming off. You got to you take that all day.
He reminds me a lot of how we wanted Brandon Graham out of here in his early in his career.
Yeah, Brandon.
And then Brandon Graham turned it around.
Well, I was still mad we didn't draft. That was the draft we should have drafted.
Earl Thomas.
Earl Thomas.
Earl Thomas.
That was Earl Thomas draft.
Who's trying to come back into the league right now?
Wow.
Now, Brandon Graham, I'll give. He really emerged. He really emerged.
Yeah,
he's a legend.
Yeah,
he's absolutely a legend.
They don't win the Super Bowl unless he gets that strip.
Well, that
greatest play in Eagles history.
Yeah, that and
if Barnett didn't recover
it, Philly special.
No, I don't count the Philly special. I count this one.
What? Now, why is that?
No, you got to count the Philly special as one of the biggest
to
plays.
Me, if you think about that game, if he doesn't get that sack, we're not stopping Brady. Are you serious? Brady had 500 yards and like 3 or 4 touchdowns. No picks. Well, maybe was it a 1 pick? No, I don't think he had any picks that game.
No, he tried to give himself his own Philly special, and that didn't turn out.
But I'm just saying, like, they weren't stopping Tom.
Right.
Tom was going to go down and score. There's no doubt in my mind. It's like Jordan at the end of the game.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like it was the greatest play because it gave us the chip. It ended the game.
True. So good points. I can't argue that. I mean, like I said, it's so maybe.
And I'm an old defensive lineman, so.
So you're biased.
I'm
on
biased.
it.
I'm biased.
I was cornerback.
I'm biased. Yeah, I'm biased, but I like it was. There was no way we were stopping Tom.
So we have.
That was the first stop the whole game.
It was the first turn. It was the first turnover, first sack of the game.
The entire game.
So
it was just crazy.
Defense, cornerback, mascot. But look, we're just we're up against it. So look, great episode. I thought this was great. So Nate, thanks for producing the show, for Slap and Tickle. Euro Paul, Eric, thank you for joining in. Thanks for filling in today. And guys, we'll see you next week. We'll recap this draft. So yeah, go Phillies.
Go
All right,
Wings.
have a good weekend. I would love.